Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm Ned from Ned's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. Today we're going to be doing a teardown of this Lloyds AM/FM flip clock. Now, this thing isn't working. It's at 12:13 all the freaking time, and the knob to move it has been removed, unfortunately. So let's do the next best fun thing and take her apart. Maybe we can see how to fix her. Maybe we can see what's on the inside. Now, if we have a look at the back, we can see the model number. I'm thinking this thing came out of the 70s. Unfortunately, we don't have a polarized plug. My dad's always a big fan of those. He repairs old radios, and he always gets those off of me when I manage to scrub them up. So let's see if we can get onto the inside. This thing is so old, it might even have its schematics on the inside. Back in the day, they weren't trying to hide that stuff. They were just trying to let you enjoy your product. And if you wanted to fix it, hey, there it was. This is from that time, that age. Oh, a little bit dusty. No schematics, lots of dust. But that's all right. I picked this thing up at a rummage sale for $5. It didn't work. I picked up another thing for $5 there too. Oh yeah, it was a solid state drive, an old 120 gig solid state drive. It didn't work. But I love that particular church. That church is good for our community. I know there's a lot of hate for churches these days and organized religion, and I get that, but this is not one of those ones. It's one of the boring ones that help the community and old folks do stuff, and they don't really judge a whole lot. But then again, I'm not part of the congregation, so God knows what goes on. I mean, geez, if you listen long enough in small towns about what goes on, you find a lot of crazy stuff in churches. Like, a lot of the elders are part of, or don't actually believe in God, but are there for networking, which absolutely happens. Like, legit, it's okay to be there just for something like that, as long as overall you're helping the community. I'll say I did get a big win there. I got some pickled eggs for $9. Love me some pickled eggs. Love me. Made by the Old Whammons. Old Whammons make the best thing. Love me some Old Whammons. Okay, so as far as build quality goes, this thing's really interesting. The plastic must have been mold poured, but it isn't the type of thing that I can take apart. Everything seems to just slide in. Pretty sure that older radios were made like this, actually. A lot more of the time. Yeah, I am not taking this thing apart as properly as I should be. And maybe these things aren't really even meant to be repaired. Okay, that thing was in there with a lot of extra glue or something. It was holding on super tight. But here we got the fun piece. That's right. Wonder how... Oh yeah, that thing seized right up. So I don't know what's messing with it, but it is thoroughly seized. But still. Car alarm, yay! So as far as build goes, this thing is really fascinating. It doesn't break apart in two pieces. You kind of slot it in and solder it from where it is. I think you would put this together in 2 or 3 pieces. I'd be curious to know where this thing was manufactured. You can usually tell with a motherboard like this that it was handmade, hand soldered. Geez, wonder what's up with that. The solder going all the way around. Oh, it's a circuit. It's a circuit board, a non-printed circuit board. Wow, there is a lot going on there. Man, that must have been so hard to make without making any bridges. Okay, I'm in love. I wonder if, oh, I think part of the problem here is some of the stuff broke off. Huh, that can't be it, because then I'd be seeing little pieces flying out when I was pulling this thing apart. I don't know, I have so many questions. Why is it like this? Oh well, I'll find out one day. Anyways, and over here we have the motor. The motor to run this thing's definitely messed up, but I love this. Wait, was that 2 11s? 3. Why do they have multiple 7s and 8s and 9s? They would only need to flip once. It must have something to do with the mechanics on the inside. What's going on here? This was the cool part of this. These are kind of collectible for this. I was hoping I'd get a collectible one and I'd have a new clock. But the physical moving is much nicer than the non-physical. I mean, it's like being in a Tesla and there aren't any actual buttons, just flat surfaces that kind of understand that you're touching them. But I have a feeling those Teslas aren't going to last as long as other cars. But then again, you get a Tesla, you generally do it because you have money, not because you're really worried about how long the thing's going to last. PM. Interesting, you have the AM and the PM. I could just do this all day. This is better than a fidget spinner. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Okay. Here's the volume. It's interesting how sometimes with the way things go, the volume you'll go and then things will cut out until you move the volume to just the perfect spot, and then the stereo output will work. I love it. I love it. I love that. I love this. So cool. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. Ned from Nez Tech, but otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, man. I am from the internet. Take care of each other, will you?